everybody, welcome back to the channel. I've been waiting a really long time actually to film this video because I made the decision that this channel, we've done so many things in the past such as Fortnite, Wonderland, fireworks, wrestling, videos of my own grandfather. We're just going to focus on one thing, and that one thing is pro wrestling, the amazing world that's out there. That sounds so cringy. I can't wait to read the comments and all of the snarky remarks of my friends. Can't wait for that one. Anyways, so for now on this channel, you'll get a Monday Night Raw, a Friday Night SmackDown, and when there is a premium live event, you'll get those reviews and highlights the day after the shows. Now, if you still want to see videos of my own grandfather, you can go subscribe to his own new channel, Gordy's World. The link will be in the description below. He's working really hard himself to make these videos amazing, and most of the ideas are his and his only, so he really takes pride in everything he does. So make sure to go subscribe to Gordy's World, first link in the description down below. Anyways, let's roll the intro and let's get into this week's edition of Monday Night Raw. Okay, starting with this amazing episode. This was actually one of my favorite Raws in, I'll say, about a month. Since Money in the Bank, this was one of my favorites. The show started off with Seth Rollins in his referee gear, which I always laugh at his costumes, but I loved his referee gear. Even his boots had the zebra print, I think Pat McAfee said it was. So he came out to the ring, followed by CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, which they're facing each other at SummerSlam, just in case if you guys did not know. And Punk rolled out the ring the second Seth Rollins said the one rule, the one regulation, and that is they cannot lay a single finger on each other. Now, of course, Punk did not like that. Drew gave a sassy face, like he always does. Punk just rolled out of the ring. Then Drew called him a coward and so many other things till he got back into the ring and we got a whole promo. Now, one line that Drew really said, I'm filming this the day after, so if I remember any lines, like the exact lines, that means that I really liked it because I'm really impressed that I did remember them. One line that Drew said is that he can't even go to a supermarket without hearing his stupid name referring to CM Punk. I just love those little lines because to me they mean, like, they don't mean too much to the story, but like, it's kind of just to get that comedy too. Anyways, the segment ended, promo, whatever you want to call it. It ended with Drew McIntyre holding the bracelet with CM Punk's wife and dog's name on it. And of course, CM Punk came right up close to him and almost laid a single finger on him. But didn't, because they don't want that SummerSlam match to be off. Anyways, moving on, we went backstage to the Judgment Day's locker room, which we saw was completely destroyed by what they think is Liv Morgan. They think that she destroyed it. Later in the show, we figured out that it was her. It was kind of obvious. Anyways, but then Dom broke her heart. So obviously she thinks that that's just the tiny bit that they deserve. But at SummerSlam, they're going to get much, much worse, is what Liv thinks. at least. Anyways, that's not even important. Then we cut to the commercial. After the commercial break, Damien comes and sees the locker room, and obviously he is not happy. In the main event tonight, it is Gunther versus Finn Balor, and Damien told him, "If you need my help, let me know." And Finn said he is going to handle it on his own. Well, let's see how that really goes. Then Carlito went to talk to Adam Pearce about dealing with their Sami Zayn problem. We'll see how that goes later in the night. The first match of the night is a tag team match between the Alpha Academy, Otis and Akira Tozawa versus the Creed brothers with Chad Gable in their corner. Now, I really wish Chad would just, get his head screwed on straight and just go back to the Alpha Academy. That's what they really need. I love this heel character too. But Otis doesn't deserve all this. He really, really doesn't. The Creed brothers ended up winning the match and just beating down Otis. Akira Tozawa just rolled right out the ring. He does not want anything to do with that. So they just started beating down Otis 3-on-1 until the lights went out and we saw the Riot 6. I just love that they are continuing the whole Bray Wyatt storyline. Rest in peace, Wyndham Rotunda. I love that they are continuing it because The Fiend was actually my favorite wrestler at one point. I loved the character, I loved his matches, and now that they are continuing on with Uncle Howdy, all these characters, I just love it. So, the Riot 6 came out, they unmasked, that was a bad voice crack, that was terrible. They unmasked and they attacked the Creed brothers, and Chad rolled out of the ring, started walking backwards right into Uncle Howdy. Yes, right into Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy. Then he just ran off straight for his life. The next match was Sheamus versus Bronson Reed. Not much memorable really happened. I don't remember a key big thing in this match until Pete Dunne interfered, causing Sheamus the match, and ended up with Bronson Reed winning. I don't know why Pete Dunne just, not gonna use hate, strongly dislikes Sheamus. I don't understand it, never will. Let's move on. Up next was Jey Uso versus Carlito. Now, again, Carlito needed to handle it on his own. Let's just say he did not at all. That was a big failure on his end. Yeah, that really sucked for him. Jey ended up spearing Carlito to get the win. Next was Xavier Woods came out for his match against Karrion Kross. And Karrion showed his not too impressive mic skills and said a word about Kofi Kingston that I cannot say on YouTube because that will definitely get banned. Finally, the match started, and some reason Karrion Kross won. They're starting to hand him the wins, but they're not really doing anything with him. Win here, win there. But what else are you going to do? He has a whole faction that he's supposed to be leading, I think. They're not even showing them on TV enough to know who the leader is, what's their reason for this, blah, blah, blah. We don't know that stuff because they're not on TV enough. So if you're just going to have one of your members on TV, then get the rest of them out of there. It's just that simple. If you're not going to use someone, then what's the point of having them? That's just the way I see it. Anyways, next was Sammy had to go against Dominic thanks to Carlito. Sammy won, but after the match, Braun Breaker tried to attack him, but it did not work. That match is going to be absolutely amazing at SummerSlam. Some of you guys know I was at Money in the Bank when it was the first match between Sammy and Braun Breaker. That was one of the matches that the crowd was the loudest for. So in a huge stadium, I can't wait to see what the crowd's going to be like. And of course, I think Braun Breaker is going to win. But this is not a predictions video, this is a review, highlight, so let's move on. The next match, the co-main event, was the 6-woman tag. Very quickly, I'm just going to say WWE loves 6-man, 6-woman tag matches. They love it, don't understand why, but I'm just like, okay. You do you, okay. So the match was against Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, and Lyra Valkyria versus Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville. Again, nothing too memorable happened in the match, but Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Sonya Deville ended up getting the win, but then Damage Control returned and attacked them. Wow. Now, I'm not too big of a fan of Damage Control, but when they return just for a brawl, I kind of like it because Damage Control, like create damage, you know? Anyways, moving on to the main event. The main event was an absolute banger between Gunther and Finn Balor. I love how I say Gunther, right? Gunther. I can't. Gunther versus Finn Balor. The match was absolutely amazing. Like, I can't personally say how amazing it was. You have to watch it for yourself. All the chops, all the power bombs, all the top rope moments. It was what every single match should be like. Like, fantastic. Now, Gunther, I can't say it without, oh my god. Gunther ended up winning the match by choking Finn Balor, and he wouldn't stop until Damian Priest came out and attacked him. And that's how the show ended. That's how the go-home show for Monday Night Raw ended. Now, at the end of all these review and highlight videos, I'm going to give a rating out of 10. I'm going to give this episode a strong 8.5. There's amazing moments, just too many cinematic stuff. Just too much of it. Anyways, that will do it for your Monday Night Raw review. I will see you for the Friday Night SmackDown review, but I will also see you over on Gordy's channel for a new video coming very soon. Once again, go subscribe to him, go subscribe to me, first link in the description for him, just the tiny button below for me. Thank you so much, everyone, and I'll see you all for the Friday Night SmackDown review. Goodbye!